Solar PV TV once again from sunny Rome, from the 5th annual meeting of RES4MED and also RES for Africa. And now we are with the author of this, of the concept paper of RES4MED. And it was very funny because Mr. Starace, the CEO of the group, he was actually mentioning this paper when speaking about the actually success story of the organization. And also he told me that the guy behind the success story is this person close to me, Roberto Vigotti. So Roberto, first of all, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
And thank you so much for inviting us, and thank you so much for giving opportunity also to speak with such nice guys and very, let's say, high-level people. So, 5 years of the history. How did it start actually?
It started 5 years ago when Mr. Starace, in fact, at the time he was the CEO of Enel Green Power, and he also was a member of the Desertec. He said, I need something different. I need something which is not only top-down. It doesn't tell from Rome, Munich, or Paris what to do, but we want to work with them in two ways, sharing with them our know-how and listening to them. So the famous concept that bankability for renewable was only available if you import to Europe, with the famous Article 9 of the Commission, was already a little bit being challenged. So RES4MED was very open. We try to go everywhere. We try to go to listen, to discuss, and to propose on a peer level our experience. When we go to a country, like we were in Algeria and Tunisia a month ago, they understand, we tell them our stories, and we give them all the tools to be able to double-check what we do. So the secret of RES4MED is transparency, competence, and passion.
And I think I liked today there was one slide about, let's say, how long does it take, the delay from the, let's say, the willingness of introduction of renewable energies into implementation in Africa. So I imagine that at the beginning it was like 5 years delay, and now we are arriving even to 1 year, yeah, like it was in Zambia. So is it also your role to shorten this period?
Of course, our role, because we do observe that many countries set new targets in competition, maybe sometimes one with the other. I think Algeria was competing with Morocco and Tunisia, but they don't put in place all the necessary steps to make this happen. So targets is one thing, the tools to make it happen another. That's why, with our experience worldwide, I mean, our members, including Enel, do business in 27 countries, so they can easily report on their success story, but also on their failure. So they listen to us, and we are very, when we wrote a presentation on a key factor for an auction, people were really impressed because we do tell story. And Zambia is one example, when a new country, instead of pretending to do everything themselves or just pretending to have a consultant there, they do go to World Bank, IFC, and make it happen. Yes, our role is also to support, thanks to our direct experience, and don't impose, but propose.
And I like also your approach that you are not just bringing the solutions, but you are also training, yes, and so bringing the skills.
Since the beginning, the idea of RES4MED was, let's merge, let's blend the key, let's say, emerging experts from those companies or those countries with our experts. Now in Milano, now the 4th year we're going to, we don't have only a course for them. We have some of them, some PhD people, some members from RES4MED, so they're in competition. So they don't feel this is a course for Africa or for Arabs. The true secret is to make this happen, and they really appreciate it. And also we create a virtual community of ex-alumni, very active. When I go sometime in this country, they call me, Professor, how are you? I say, Professor of what? Because they remember I was there. I think training, capacity building, especially we cannot train everybody. We don't do academia. But we train those people who are assistant to the minister, number 2 in planning, and when they go back, they still have a link and they can report what they are. Finally, we are very transparent, Thomas. If you go on our website, you find everything. PDF, very generous, for free. Wow. No password, you know.
So you started with Mr. Starace as a president, yes? And then there was Francesco, also very involved, Venturini, also, and then Antonello. How is your new boss?
New boss is different from the previous one, of course. Starace was more, I call him Cardinal Starace, very authoritative. Venturini is more American style, very friendly. Antonello is like me, Southern Italian, so a little more passion, theater, but very effective. And Antonello knows his job very well. So I'm sure with Antonello we will do open to the new challenge. Mainly, we should consider if we want to have additional players worldwide. That's why I count on you to spread the news that RES4MED, RES for Africa can be open,
exactly.
can be open to a new member. Like Paddy is here from Aquapower, maybe Siemens, maybe Vestas. We are open to broader collaboration, again, in a very transparent way to make this happen everywhere, all together, or even in competition. But the jungle, the market is so big that there is no fear.
We just invented with Antonello the word for RES4MED, Bambino del Mondo, yeah?
Bambino del Mondo, in a way. Well, you know, at the beginning, you remember, Thomas, Desert Tech was the mainstream, MedGrid. We were really very weak. And that's, I keep saying, we are weak, but we are very strong because we don't compete. We're just here to make a difference. And when I show the slide upside down, it's exactly what we do. We want to make sure that we do work with them for them, but they decide. And it happens. So for a series of coincidences, but most important, the group is a strong group, and 31 members now do collaborate. I think we can have something to say in the next 5 years. Not me, maybe, but next 5 years we really have something to do together.
Actually, it was my last question, yeah? Because I wanted to ask you if you imagine how it will look like, you know, RES4MED, RES4Africa, let's say at the 10th anniversary meeting. Of course, you will be still there. I don't believe that it will not be.
I have no idea. I have no idea, Thomas, because 5 years ago we really were very shy, and we said, well, we'll do network on network. We'll see. In 5 years from now, I do wish to this group to be really the trustworthy and credible and transparent actor who can facilitate things happening. I know that Antonello wants to go in Iran as well. I said I prefer to have the same hour there, as long as longer, but Africa is big enough. So yes, I'm engaged, I'm enthusiastic. As you see today, I have a big support by the big boss here. So I may stay until people, I don't want to retire too late, like some soccer field, some player who resist. I want to be just in time to go when I can be proud.
Okay, I don't believe, I still think that the 10th anniversary interview will be done still with General Secretary of RES4MED, RES4Africa, Roberto Vigotti. Thanks for watching.
Thank you.